Hello VC, this is Craig Richard. I wanted to respond to a thread that was going around showing your introducing the Beatles copy and how many copies you have, kind of things like that. I wanted to kind of show my versions of this, what I have, and I'll go into the details about how to tell about if it's phony or fake. The first one here is introducing the Beatles stereophonic. This is actually a true legitimate first version 1 with Love Me Do and P.S.I. Love You. So we can show you that. Love Me Do, P.S.I. Love You. And here is actually the record. So you can see the Beatles are above the spindle hole. It does say stereo on it, and it is a Love Me Do pressing. The second one is actually the same, but it's the mono version. It has Love Me Do, P.S.I. Love You. And the record looks exactly the same, but the only thing that's missing is the stereo up top. And the third one, I actually have a stereo copy of version 2. Let me pull out here. Here's the stereo copy. Very, very nice copy. I found this one very, very cheaply as well. But it is Ask Me Why, Please Please Me. And this one is basically introducing the Beatles, but you know, the whole legality of VJ and Capital. This one is a stereo copy, and it is actually a true. It's a beat up one. It's very beat up, but the rarity of stereo is in the earlier Beatle records are really hard to come by, and it does stay stereo on the cover. And here's the record. So what I wanted to kind of go through, because there's a lot of questions about the difference on the variations of the covers and on how to tell if you have a first or original pressing or not. Some of the things that people have been talking about are looking for if they have the honey test, if you can see that. If on the honey test, if you look at the H and the E and sometimes the Y, there's going to be a missing piece of ink on there. So another way is if you look at the flaps here, they're supposed to be 1/4 of an inch. Those the ones that come down. And if you look at some of these, this is the mono. See, the colors are almost identical. If you look both of them side by side here, you can see that the flaps are the same length. If I can get a good picture. Maybe I show this one as well. This is both of these are the stereo first version, well, the version 1 and version 2. If you can see that. Show you there. They're the same length. So that was really cool. I have another video if you wanted to see my introducing the Beatles on how I found that one. I went to a store and they didn't know what they had. They priced it at $2.99, and I bought that for that. And it's an authentic version 1. If it was near mint, it would be worth $25,000, but it's not. Obviously, you can see the wearness of the record. You can see the bulges right here that have been pressed in, but there's no seam splits, and it's doing really, really well. So Perry Cox, Bruce Spizers, I emailed them, and Frank Daniels, and they all said it was authentic. And it's probably around $4,000 to $5,000 for this variant. This one I found in another local record store shop, and I found it for like 20 bucks. You just wanted to get rid of it, so I was gung-ho for that. So, but I appreciate you watching. I just wanted to show you my versions of introducing the Beatles, so take care.